guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know it's been a long time, sorry about that. Before I continue this video, I just want to say thank you for 100 subscribers. I know that's not a lot to some people, but that's a lot to me, especially a growing channel that's very new. Thank you very much, I appreciate it a lot. This video was requested by a friend of mine that I should do an eyebrow tutorial. I mean, that makes sense because I do my eyebrows very differently now. This is just me doing my new eyebrow technique and just having a little chit chat with y'all. Please continue with the video and you'll see how I got this look. I mean, I look cute, I look snatched, I just look chef's kiss. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. I look pink, I look pink. So if you want to see how I got this result, just continue watching the video. If you're new here, subscribe, share to your friends, switch on the notification bell to know when I post a video. Enjoy! The way I do my eyebrows is like way different from like the last video you guys saw. Literally, I don't know if you can tell, but like I have half of my eyebrows now. It just gives me like a nice, you know, lifted look. It just lifts the face and I just like it. Oh, and the way Doja Cat does it, I want to do it like hers, but every time I'm like doing it straight, I just get nervous and I just do a little tail, a little curve. The hairs are actually growing back, so I need to do some grooming on the eyebrows, and let me show you how I do that as well. And this eyebrow always comes out looking chef's kiss. This has never been my good eyebrow actually. I usually use no hair, because you can already see like my eyebrow shape that I wanted. So I just clean up a bit here so that when I do my makeup, it looks clean as well. I keep it on for 5 minutes. I'm actually excited to be back. Just brushing my brows. Okay, so I'm gonna take my eyebrow pencil. Every time I record a video, my nails are chipped. So I'll literally go at the end, not even the middle of my brow, towards the end, just to figure out how the tail of my brow is gonna look. So I just curve it a bit. But sometimes my brows don't even come out the same every day. I'm gonna try imitate it on the other side. Okay, so once I've figured out the tail, I just fill it in towards the front as well. Start off with smaller strokes so that it's easier to build up the front with a shape you can handle. It tends to go like this, and then this one tends to go like this. Always try to fix it with concealer towards the end so it doesn't come out that wonky. I think this is the first time my brows are gonna be almost like twins. After using my pencil, I used this shade with this type of brush. I just make it a little darker. Don't press too hard when you do this, please. But sometimes I always do straight, but when I mean straight, I want straight, but I'm not mad at it. Then after that, this smells like alcohol. Can you smell it? This is the one that I used to use before. I used this one on my lashes and it works wonder. It's literally better than this. Remember how I used to praise this? This is better than this. I just go towards the front so I can make the hairs on my brows in the front more defined as well. And also just brushes it out a bit so the brow looks less harsh. So I literally had to go with the brighter concealer. And this is still Fit Me. This concealer, it's done me right. Like, I love the consistency, the applicator, everything about it. And I finally got the right shade of foundation, guys. Can I please have a round of applause? And this is also Fit Me as well. Maybelline. It's doing well. I'm not sponsored, but you could sponsor me, Maybelline. I'm gonna take my little brush and then I'm gonna put the concealer. I'm not gonna put it on directly, but on my palm just a little bit. I don't know if you can see, but just a little bit. Then I take a little bit with my brush, and then this is the part where I carve it out to the desired and clean shape. I once you've figured out the shape and it looks like it's matching, sometimes they don't have to be twins, they can be sisters, you know, as long as it's just like not obvious. And a lot of the time you'll see if they're matching on the front, if they're on the same plane, and if your tails are the same. After that, you just brush out the concealer. This is way too close, so I just like mark where my eyebrow should end, like here. I mark there and I mark there, and then I use some concealer to clean that up. Go in again with your beauty blender. I did harsh lines here. I just brush it out again with my toothbrush, my old toothbrush, please, so it looks a little natural. At the top, I don't use concealer. Well, you can see this part already is already clean, like towards the ends, but here in front, I'm just gonna use my foundation when I go back with it. But then if you still have some leftover concealer, I usually use that bit on my eyelid, and that's how I move into eyeshadow. The look that I'm going for today is, it's giving me fall vibes, you know. When I set, I go with the powder on my eyebrow as well. You can do that. That's to make your brow look less shiny. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with the orange. I haven't used orange in a long time. It feels weird. I've been gravitating towards pink lately, actually. The last look I did for 2020, I'm gonna show a picture. I was actually too scared to post those pictures. I don't know. You know when you stare at a photo, like a picture too long, you start to see things like that only you can see and you think everyone else will see, but they probably won't. But that's what was happening. And that eyeshadow was chef's kiss. It was beautiful. I should have done a video actually, but you know what I learned in 2020? You have to do what makes you happy. You stop thinking about what people think. Stop caring about other people's opinions. Beginning of 2020, I learned not to compare myself. Comparison is the thief of joy, I tell you. Do not compare yourself. I wasn't even comparing myself like body-wise, like no. I was comparing myself with like my life journey, if that makes sense. Because I had to take a gap year because my matric results for what I wanted to do weren't good enough. I thought like, yo, I'm falling behind. Everyone's starting first year and I'm not doing anything. And so I always felt like, what am I doing with my life? I had this anxiety in Jay that was always sitting with me about my future, and I just felt a lot of pressure. And I just felt like, yo, people are moving on. Or also when people's Instagram posts or their YouTube videos do well, I'd always compare myself. I'd be like, wow, damn, so is my content not good? But then every time I just have to remind myself that I'm gonna find my audience. I'm gonna find the people that enjoy my content. Same way, like maybe people found them quicker. Like for people to be successful on YouTube, some of them it took long, for some of them it was quick. Jackie Aina has been on YouTube, I think, for 11 years. I don't know, but fact is, she's been doing her grind for 11 years and look where she is. Just because yours may take time doesn't mean you won't be successful. It's all about mindset and self-doubt. It's actually hard because that's worse, because you're not even stressing about what people think. You're hurting your own feelings, Nje. Doing creative content, I always feel like I'm not creative enough. I feel like I'm not as creative as other people. I just feel like, damn, I'm not doing enough, and I start to be like, am I actually good at this? That's what I start to think. Creativeness comes in different forms, guys. Even if it doesn't look like what everyone else is doing, it still counts as being creative. I remember someone asked me to do this look that I did, because I've done this look before. I'll insert a picture. And someone asked me to do it like this for them, but it didn't come out like this, like the way I'm doing it. It's like I can do it on myself properly, and I need to work on that. I know I can do makeup on myself, but becoming a makeup artist also means you can do it on other people. And I'm actually excited for this year because this is the year I start uni. I start school again. I really love the course I picked, actually, the studies, or whatever the term is. I think you know what I mean. But what I'm studying is, I'm doing fashion design media elective. So basically what I study for is gonna, like, it won't run out of time. It'll be timeless, you know what I mean? Because a lot of things are gonna be digitized. I wanna become a fashion stylist. I don't know if I told you. There's makeup, fashion merchandise, there's fashion photography, fashion history or theory. Last year I was literally at home, but what's worse is that I wasn't even at home doing things because of COVID. Like literally I couldn't have a what? I want to say experience-full, but that's not a word. I just didn't have a year where I was able to do a lot of stuff. Guess what comes with my course? Like this, I have to buy a makeup kit. So I'm gonna get, you know, like how I've been struggling using the same colors every time. I didn't record for a long time because I just didn't have supplies or things to make my videos more interesting, and the camera when I do fashion photography. So my content is about to get better. I think I might have overdone it. Look at the match, like got like a bit of an olive undertone to it. Just gonna start applying with a brush first. I'll blend out with my beauty blender. When you do put foundation, just try to avoid your eye area. This is the part where I clean up the top of my brow with my foundation. Don't forget to blend to your neck. This foundation, even though it wasn't the right shade, the coverage was impeccable. Chef's kiss. Because it would cover my eye bags as well. It would cover my pimples as well. Not saying that this is bad, because it did cover my pimples, my acne scars, I mean. My eye bags are covered. They are covered, but not as much as my old foundation did. But the coverage here, it's not as good as this one, but it's still good. It's not bad. If you want more, you can add more, but personally for me, this is enough. This is more than enough. This is the part where I clean up my eyeshadow. That's why I don't use tape anymore. I literally just did a jump cut from the last thing you saw to me being completely done with my makeup. But if you want to see how I bake, like that's in my other videos. I'm telling you now, I look cute. I look cute. I look like damn. How am I not anyone's girlfriend? Your girl also got setting spray finally. I'm just gonna set my face. Ooh. That was a lot. I feel like I'm melting. The spritz of this spray is very aggressive. I'm very happy with the end result of my look. Like purr. Thanks for tuning into my video. If you enjoyed, please give it a like, subscribe if you're new here, and switch on the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. And I'm planning on starting to post on Sundays, so just be aware of that. I don't think I'll be posting twice a week. Anyway, see you guys next time. Bye. That was